Mommy Talk, the champions of parenting. Dr. Pert, Miss Lisa, and Miss April. Real, relatable, and right on time. Mommy Talk provides information for all facets of parenting. Listen and engage as the champions of parenting bring their experience and expertise to the world of parenthood.
Our listeners can expect to receive encouragement and resources that can help them with positive parental engagement. Come talk to us.
Hey, welcome to Mommy Talk. You are listening to the champions of parenting. Isn't that right, ladies?
Woohoo, yes.
Yes,
That's
champions.
right. You are listening to the champions of parenting. And I want to shout out all of my parents out there who paying the bills, getting the kids off to school, working late, then go home and fix your kids a hot plate.
Yeah.
You all know how it is, right?
Yes, we do.
That's right. Remember, parents, you are champions at parenting. And today we will be discussing financial literacy, the ability to use knowledge and skills to manage financial resources. And so why is this important? It's important because it allows you to make financial decisions that keep you out of debt, and you get to understand credit and debt management and possibly identify ways to bring in multiple income. So, Miss April, what are you going to be talking about today?
Today, I'll be talking about the importance of maintaining credit, healthy credit, of course, and banking.
That's what's up. Miss Lisa, what will you be talking about today?
And so today I'll be talking about living within your means and discussing luxury versus necessities with your children, wants versus needs.
Cool. We all
Awesome.
can use this information. But
Yes.
before we begin, we want to shout out our champion businesses out there.
Okay, so a quick shout out to the Black Women Lawyers Foundation of Michigan. They are presenting Les Femmes Deloy Fashion Benefit Gala Saturday, June 1st at the Garden Theater, 6 p.m. For more information, contact Halt Entertainment at 248-862-5983. And just wanted to add that this awesome foundation is doing all these awesome things for scholarships for scholars.
Awesome. Good. The champion business I will be presenting is Tonsis Cosmetics by Nadanya.
Ooh.
It is one of the hottest new lip gloss brands in the city. It's locally owned, paraben-free, no animal testing, and vitamin enriched. Tonsis can be found at tonsiscosmetics.com or TAUNTUSCOSMETICS.com or at a pop-up near you. You can also register online.
Parents, are you looking for an easy way to potty train your child? Visit Easy Does It. You will be able to save money, the environment, and your baby bottoms from harmful chemicals. Visit EasyDoezit.com. That's Easy Does It. EasyDoezit.com. And if you're looking for an awesome painter to come and paint your home, visit CGPainting.com. Now, ladies, let's talk financial literacy. Miss Lisa, take it away.
All right. So thank you, Dr. Pert and Miss April, for such an awesome intro. Just to go over some basics. So many of us have heard of the term keeping up with the Joneses. So you guys think about that term and what has that meant for you over the years, keeping up with the Joneses. So I looked it up because I've always heard it and never really bothered to look it up until recently. So it was a cartoon, comic strips, thank you. It was a comic strip developed in the early 20th century. It was two families, and there was the McGinnis family, and then there was, of course, the Jones family. And the Jones family wasn't really depicted in the comic, but, just the name was out there. So, of course, the Jones family was a well-to-do family with all the riches and, all the eye bling and the things that make you go,
I want the riches. I want the Joneses.
Yes.
That's really interesting because I just thought keeping up with the Joneses was just a phrase. I didn't know it had history. So that's that's really interesting, Miss
Yeah,
Lisa.
yep, absolutely. And I didn't know either, so I thought it was really interesting. So of course the wife, Mrs. McGinnis, was constantly, if you think about things today and kind of relate it to today's world, it's just a kind of reenactment of what goes on in today's life of looking at other people and wanting what they have and wondering how did they get there. And sometimes people counting other people's pocket and money, right?
Right, absolutely. Because sometimes I would look at people and think like, not necessarily wanting what they have,
Right.
but it's like, how did you get there so I can obtain that for myself?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So I went over a couple facts, couple percentages. Oh, wow. Look, we have a caller already. Hello, caller. You're on the line. Hi, welcome to Mommy Talk.
Okay, we'll
so
just keep it moving.
looking up a few percentages. So it was amazing for me to find out that 50% of Americans are living beyond their means. Almost 80% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. And so we all have heard these different terms, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Sounds familiar?
Very familiar.
Yes. And what was another
What
one?
do you rob Peter with?
So I guess that would mean, like, if I have to, say for instance, if you have a credit card and because you can pay your bill, you can pay the credit card bill, but once you pay it, you can use the money.
Okay.
So I guess the credit card would be Peter, and then you're going to pay your telephone bill. Hello.
Okay,
So
that's
you
what's
robbed
up.
Peter.
To pay Paul. Nice analogy.
Okay, so yes, we have a caller on the line. Hi, welcome to Mommy Talk.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, guys. I'm just calling all the way from Gary, Indiana to tell you congratulations. This show is so needed. And so, Lisa, this is Adra.
I know your voice, Miss Author Adra.
Yeah. And so, ladies, congratulations. Much success to you. And I think I heard the last portion of what we all have as humans, that vicariously looking from the outside.
Yes.
So sometimes we see, dang, like I would like to, not necessarily that you're jealous, but as the sister who just recently spoke, how did you get there?
Yes.
And I'm here to tell you, this show is going to take you guys on another level. And so you may be doing it on radio now. The next thing you know, it'll be on YouTube. It is so
We're
needed.
already on YouTube.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So y'all those hits and those likes are gonna multiply and triple and double, and so you're starting now. You're starting with something that the community needs. We need something like this, and so I don't want to hold you up because you may have other callers coming in. I just want to say God bless and congratulations.
God
bless
you.
Thank you. God
Thank
bless
you.
you too.
And wait, but before you go, we just want to know, are you a champion at parenting?
I am a former educator for 20 years. I am not an actual parent, but I am a parent and have been a parent for children 8 hours a day, 5 days
what's
a week.
up.
From
Yes.
1990.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate your call.
Thank you, Adra.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
We have another caller. Hey, caller, how you doing?
All right, how you doing?
Good. Are you a champion at parenting?
Oh, no, I'm not, but I know a bunch of them.
Oh, that's what's up. Let me ask you this. Are your parents a champion at parenting?
Oh, they're the champions.
That's
all
what's
right.
up. So how can we help you today, caller?
Okay, quick question. Now, what if you have a mommy that likes to live out of her means, but you're trying to get her to stop?
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Are you paying for her expenses, or is she paying for her expenses?
She is, but she gets a little help from me.
Understood. So what you all can do is you all can sit down and come and assess your situation.
Yep.
And you guys can come up with a financial plan and say, look, this part of our monies that we are spending needs to go towards the bills, and this amount you will only have to play with, right? Because you say mama likes to play, right?
Mama really like to play.
All right. So you're going to have to tell Mama, like, look, Mama, these are the things that we need to put our money towards, you know, because we need the food, we need the shelter, we need the water. But then, however, this is the money that you will be able to play with. Does that make sense?
Oh, it makes sense to me, but I don't know about her.
Oh, you just have to just stand your ground.
Yeah, and create a budget and let her in on a budget and see what's needed. And you all just come up with a budget every month and just stick to the budget.
And then lastly, if I can add in, if you think in terms of long term, and that might be a way you can reach her. If you introduce to her that, okay, we're looking long term, and think about the things that we'll be able to get in a couple of years. So her eyes might kind of get big if she think more is coming, you know, later down the line. So definitely keep the lines of communication open and set the budget.
And stand your ground. If she asks for those pair of shoes, say no.
What if she used the shoes to go upside my head?
Well, we don't have much to do with that.
Oh, thank you, mommies. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, then.
Okay, we have another caller on the line. Hey, caller, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. That's what's up. Let me ask you a question. Are you a champion at parenting?
Yes, I am.
That is good.
Awesome.
Yes.
How can we help you?
I'm calling to congratulate you ladies. I'm April's mom, so you know I'm a champion.
All right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm calling to congratulate you ladies and tell you all that you all did a good job. In my prayers, I'm praying for y'all that y'all continue, and God bless y'all.
Thank you.
you.
We appreciate
We love you. Thank you so much.
Love you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Next
Caller's
caller.
calling in. Hey, caller, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Are you a champion at parenting?
I'm working towards it.
Of course you are.
And that's
You're a
good.
champion.
What can we do for you today?
My question is, how do you get your kids, like I have one child that doesn't have a problem doing chores. And I have another child that does. And I'm trying to get the one that's giving me the problem on board so the other child doesn't get burnt out from doing all the chores. And every time I'm giving a chore, it's always a battle.
Understood. That makes a lot of sense because this is Dr. Pert, because I experienced that in my household with my daughter. You know, children, all they want to do is have fun, live it up, go outside and play on the computer, their toys and things like that. But however, as a parent, we have to teach them responsibility. And one of those responsibility that we have to teach them is that you have to keep the house clean. So what I do that has been successful with my daughter, I sit down with her and we came up with a plan. This is the chores that you would do on this day. And if you miss that day, this is the consequence that's going to happen. Now, you have to be very consistent with that consequence because as soon as you say, okay, say for example, the consequence may be you take away their cell phone and they did not do the chore, but you still allow them to use the cell phone. The moment you be inconsistent without taking that cell phone away, it's going to be like, oh, mama don't care. I don't have to.
They're not going to take you seriously.
Yeah, they're not going to take you seriously. So what you need to do is just sit down with your child and force that cleaning the house, you have to be responsible, and this is what you have to do, or else this is the consequence.
And then another thing, if I can add, since we are talking about financial literacy, you know, kids want things. They want things and they think money grows on trees. So what you could do is you could talk about your child's allowance. If they would like to continue receiving things, you know, then they want to keep up their end of the bargain. You know, they want all these nice shoes and clothes and, you know, because you don't have to provide the Jordans and what's the jeans?
True.
I don't know if that's true anymore.
You don't
It's
have to
something else
provide
now.
all the
I don't even know what's popular
true
now.
religions.
Yeah.
Right. So if you just do that comparison and just say, hey, you know, in order, I mean, because that's another way that you could teach responsibility. In order for you to get your allowance / paycheck, do your job.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for calling
you.
in.
Yes. Thank you for calling in.
Oh, okay. No problem. And I enjoy listening also.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good one and be safe and continue being the champion parent that you are.
That's right.
Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.
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 Okay, so when we think about living paycheck to paycheck, you know, a lot of times we think it's only the low and salaried employers, but we know, you know, more money, more problems. The more money you make, the more trouble you make.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know a lot of people, they don't have a lot of money, but they still have problems. So I think it's just how you basically.
Well, yeah,
manage
that's what
your
I'm
money.
saying. It's not always just the low in salary. It's sometimes it's people that have more money. You know, they have problems too.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Oh,
We have another caller.
welcome to Mommy Talk.
Hey, caller, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you three
We-
doing tonight?
We are doing good. Thank you. Are you a champion parenting?
I'm a champion of parenting. My daughter's 25, though, so
Hey, well, you
Oh,
sound
that's what's
you're a
up.
champion.
You're a champion.
Michigan State graduate. She lives in North Carolina. She's almost out of daddy's pockets. I don't think a daughter ever truly gets out of.
I don't think
I don't
children,
think so
period,
either.
get
Yes.
out of their pockets,
Yes.
parents' pockets. I'm convinced.
Yes. You are a champion, sounds like to me.
But this is Chief Ralph Gadsby, and I want to congratulate you all
Thank
on
you.
your first show.
Wow,
very
thank you.
Thank you.
Very,
What's
very
up,
excited
Chief?
to hear you all on the air.
Yes.
And I thank God for what you do, because, you know, for what you do and what you invest in parenting and children, you know, in an optimal situation, you don't want police in schools.
Yes,
And,
absolutely.
you know, we're a necessary evil. But if we get the village correct, which that's what you all are doing, and people really, you know, take heed to this sound advice, maybe one day we can use that $13 to $15 million towards instruction.
Ooh, hello.
As opposed to security. So
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I agree.
I just applaud you all for what you're doing. Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing, and just really appreciate the fact that you have a forum to do it on.
And we're going to thank you for being a champion parent.
And thank you for keeping our city safe.
Yes, hello.
Absolutely. What's up, Chief? Thanks so much for calling.
No problem, Doc. Okay, you all have a great rest of the show, and I'll be listening next week as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
bye-bye.
We have another caller. Welcome to Mommy Talk.
Hi. So when you think about financial literacy and in the day and age we're in, do you guys know of any apps that might be helpful for budgeting or anything like that? Anything you use that might have been helpful? Any electronic tools that you guys might have used?
You know what? Personally, this is Dr. Pert. Personally, I don't use any apps. What I do is I'm very good at budgeting. And so what I do is I keep a pocketbook. And what I do is I look at all of my expenses and then I track my spending. And so that way I'm able to log in, say, for example, my banking app, whether you bank at Chase, whether you bank at Michigan First. Though different banks have tracking systems and let you know, oh, look, I'm about to go overdraft. So, you know, they also help you out with your budgeting and spending your money. So you can start off with that. Download your banking app. And what they'll do is they will let you know, because they keep track of your expenses. Like, don't spend that extra $10 because you're going to be overdraft. And then you're going to have to pay that $25 fee.
Yes. And you can definitely sign up for the different alerts.
All right, ladies. It's been a pleasure listening to you guys tonight. Keep it up, ladies.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Awesome question. Thank you.
We have another caller. Welcome to Mommy Talk.
Hey, caller, are you a champion at parenting?
A champion at parenting, trying to be.
That's what's up.
How can we help you?
My question is, if I have a daughter and I'm a single parent and I'm trying to get her hair done and I don't, have the financial ability to keep taking her to the shop because I don't know how to do hair, how do I go about that?
Well, this is Dr. Pert. You have family members, don't you? You have cousins, aunties, and this is what you can do. You can work out a deal with them. You could basically say, look, look, auntie, I need your help. My daughter needs her hair done.
Some basic styles.
Yeah,
yes.
And so she can clean, depending on the age, you could say, well, you can actually cut their grass, or if the child is of age, she can do a chore around their house,
yes,
and that way
trade-off.
Your daughter can walk around looking like she got peoples.
And let me ask you a question, though. How often do you pay for her to go get her hair done?
Well, I would say like every 2 weeks to every 3 weeks. Yeah, every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks. But, it does get expensive.
It can, depending on what service you can get. But I can also advise you to your daughter can watch YouTube and learn methods of doing her own hair. I think that every young girl wants to learn, to do hair or cosmetology. So, she can watch YouTubes because there are several, people who promote healthy hair as well.
Yes.
Right. I was just going to say that. I don't want to put all them chemicals in her hair.
Right. Yeah, but make sure it's healthy, though. There are several, even I've watched some YouTubers who have, healthy hair advice. So that's a good.
So, and just adding to what Miss April was saying, this is Miss Lisa, even in watching the YouTube channels, they have different products and everything. So you are going to have to watch the videos with her dad and just make sure that she's not over putting chemicals in her hair. Because I'm going to tell you one thing with my daughter, that edge control, when that stuff first came out, I wanted to fight the person that made edge control, and all my friends know I can't stand.
She got to have them edges on fleek.
Yeah, her edges be popping.
But I had to work with her and find someone that can help her tame the edge control.
Right. Yeah, it's out of moderation.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I just wanted to say you guys are doing a good job, and I like listening to hear y'all.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
And keep being a champion at parenting.
That's right.
Champions at parenting. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, wow, this today is going pretty good. Wanted to talk about, again, we back on wants versus needs. And a lot of times when people are trying to determine, what's wanted versus what's needed, when you think of the attitudes and the behavior and the emotions that stem from people trying to live up to another person's needs, feelings that come about, you think about competition. Competition creates feelings of jealousy sometimes, anger. And why do you think that kids, why do you think they feel like they have to be in the popular trends or want to keep up with friends?
Because they look good.
Right. They want what everybody else has, or they want to be included within the in crowd.
Yes. Yeah. They need approval, looking for acceptance, from their peers. So just one, so some activities that you could do with your kids as far as going through and making sure that they understand the difference between wants and needs. And you can start with activities when they're young, start when they're young so that when they get older, they will, it will become a habit, And so different activities that you could do is create a list. Or have them create a list of wants versus need. And then you also need to do it so that they can see the human side of you and see that you are willing also to cut out some of your wants, cut out some of your Louis Vuitton,
Gucci, Prada. You made some very good points, Miss April. I mean, Miss Lisa and Miss April. All of us did. How about that? Yeah. But we'd like to thank our callers for calling in. We had so many callers today that we might not get to cover all of the content.
And that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. We're just here for the service the community, as long as we're helping others in any way. So that's okay.
Absolutely. And so really quickly, I'm going to be talking about how you manage your money. And so just really briefly, you just want to look at all of your expenses and you want to add up all of your income. And this is very important because first off, in order to establish yourself financially, you have to get a job, right? Right?
Absolutely.
Right, ladies? You have to get a job. And then you have to identify your personal financial goals. And keep in mind, what works for somebody else will not always work for you. So you have to come up with your own financial goals, and you have to track your spending, and you have to be realistic with your budget. What works for somebody else's budget may not work for your budget. So basically, assess your situation, make a realistic plan, and identify your financial goals and spend wisely. Miss April, do you have anything that you would like to say?
Yeah, so as far as my topic, discussing banking and the importance of credit, you could teach your children about money by opening a savings account. It's a great way to help them mature and become financially responsible. The benefits of a savings account for a child are bountiful. Among them are it teaches them to plan ahead. It teaches them to stay focused on goals and priorities. It teaches them to wait for things they want until they can afford it. It teaches them the value of money and not to waste it. And they learn basic math skills. And also, when you're talking to your child about credit cards, it's as critical as teaching them to drive. No matter what your stance is on credit cards, whether you believe them, they're good or bad, it's your job to teach your children about credit cards before the credit cards issuer send them one in the mail. Children and teens are excited at the prospect of getting a credit card, but often for the wrong reasons. They combat their misconceptions early, and they're most likely to be smart credit card users when the time comes. Conversations are important. Credit cards are a good tool when they're used correctly. However, they can destroy your financial life, making other aspects of life much more difficult.
Especially when you go to college.
Yes, I remember my first credit card. When I went to college, I was a sophomore at Norfolk State, baby. It was a Discover card. The limit was 1,000. I think it took me a day, maybe a day, but it took me 10 years to pay it off. So credit is definitely important, and you need to teach your child the importance of credit and how it's long-lasting and affects your livelihood.
Absolutely. Yeah, I remember having a credit card. My limit was $500 at Central State. I believe the bank, I forgot what bank it was. But anyway, they came back after me 10 years later, and I think I owed about $2,000. Like, wow.
Yeah,
that was a lot of interest. Yeah. Yep. So, okay, well, today I want to thank my co-hosts, Dr. Pert and Miss April, for bringing.
Thank you, Miss Lisa.
Thank you for bringing up
such.
Thank
you, Dr. Pert.
Yes. Thank you, ladies.
Yep, bringing up such awesome topics and tools to help parents understand how to be a champion parent by learning basic skills to provide for your children. So today we have covered understanding luxuries and necessities. We have brought awareness to the importance of your sources of income, and we have also brought awareness to building and establishing credit. So our motivation for today, so if we are familiar with Gail Perry Mason of Detroit, she's a native. She's a financial guru and author of the book, Girl, Make Your Money Grow.
She's awesome. She's awesome.
Yes, she
I'm
is.
glad you brought her into this conversation because it's important for us to listen to people who are financially efficient. And being a Detroit native, she produces a lot of information that makes us financially responsible.
Yes, she does. And her mottos quickly are success benefits others first, and understanding that opportunity does not happen without unity. So thank you for tuning in. See you next time.
See you next time, champion parents.
Mommy Talk.
Thank you for listening to Mommy Talk, the champions of parenting. And remember, you too can be a champion of parenting. Continue to support and love your children. For additional information, you can contact us at info@mommytalk.com or visit our website at www.mommytalk.com. We can also be found via social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Mommy Talk Network. Please listen to us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on WCHB Detroit's Gospel Station.
Come talk to us.